father, Michael Barron, was an only child. His mother, Kate, was the local midwife. My grandfather, Jack, met Kate in Dublin when he was working in the Botanic Gardens. Michael, their son, was educated in Rockwell College. Later on, he worked as an apprentice chemist with Maher's in Mullinahone. He later took up a job with the mines and drove a coal truck for the next 20 years. He was a keen photographer and recorded a lot of the local area, and also wrote some memories of the local parish, which I'm going to share with you. The way of life in Ballingarry in the 1930s was very different from our modern lifestyle. Everything moved at a very leisurely pace. It was pre-war, pre-television, even pre-radio. The only canned music available was the gramophone, with or without a horn. There was a little portable like a suitcase. Then there was the common table model, which had a large horn over the turntable to amplify the sound from the sound box. The posher ones had the horn built into the cabinet, and the super ones had 4 legs and a place for the records. Of course, they all had a necessary handle at the side for winding up the motor, and the most important item was the box of needles. This was vitally necessary for an evening's music, as a new needle had to be inserted in the sound box after so many records were played. The gold needles played 10 and others only 2. The records themselves were varied, from John McCormack to the McNulty family, and were fairly easily come by, as most people swapped their lot with their neighbours. But a trip to town was often necessary to buy the little box of needles, with the picture on the lid of the little white dog sitting in front of a gramophone listening to his master's voice. Apart from playing the gramophone, another popular form of entertainment was the house dance. The excuse for having a house dance was, to say the least, very flimsy. Almost anything out of the ordinary constituted an occasion to hold on, such as visitors to a house, someone of the family home from somewhere, or always the person going away, either emigrating or entering a convent or college. How the word got around about the dance is somewhat of a mystery. But people got to hear it and came in their dozens, and often the people of the house concerned only copped on when they found themselves up to their elbows in neighbours. The music was never a problem, as there was some musical instrument in every house, or the local expert carried his melodeon under his arm at all times, and a great night's dancing was had by all when a few musicians got together. Set dances and casual sets were the most popular, with an odd waltz thrown in, and dare I say it, even a foxtrot was known to be performed on occasion. These dances were very often combined with a session of card playing, known as a gamble for the older citizens, with the prize of a goose or a turkey going into the winner. Christmas was usually a time for playing for the turkeys and chickens. About once or twice a year, there was the big occasion of the creamery dance. This was either a hurling dance or maybe a political one, and was held in the large galvanised iron building, then known as the Egg Store. For a week beforehand, the dance committee got together to clear out the store and prepare it for the big night. A platform for the band would be erected on the ground floor, while upstairs the ladies' committee would busy themselves with the supper room, providing oil stoves, kettles, teapots, etc. to cater for hungry customers. And as the dance went on all night, from 9 o'clock to 5 or 6 in the morning, everyone was treated to tea at least twice during the night, and all for half a crown.